LOK Grips. They make some of the best grips for various pistol platforms, and their brass grips are exceptional, especially when they've been Cobra-fied. What's up, everyone? Thanks for stopping by. I am the average Doomsday Prepping Dude. So today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite things to bling out my pistols, and that are my Cobra-fied LOK Grips. So I've been buying LOK Grips for a couple years now, and I've pretty much Cobra-fied almost all of my grips for my CZ Shadow 2s, my tac sports, my Berettas. Pretty much everything that I shoot competitively has a Cobra insignia on it because I am the Coyled Cobra. Cobra! When I go shoot at USPSA matches and I dress up as Cobra, so I wanted something that matches. And I get a lot of questions when I'm out at the matches of where I got my custom grips from, and I get a lot of people on YouTube asking me the same questions. So let me kind of show off some of my LOK grips that have been Cobra-fied and kind of go into some detail of why they're so awesome. Cobra! So these are my palm swell Cobra inlaid grips. You can actually see that they are palm swelled here. And these do have a little hump at the top, which differs from the Shadow 2 style palm swells. The Shadow 2 style palm swells do not have this little hump at the top, but I like having that for a little push out for my trigger finger. I like having big fat grips, and these are the fattest grips that they make. I know a lot of people try and get, thin grips, and I kind of go the opposite way, where I like having fat palm swell grips to really fill up my hands. And these are checkered, and they're very, very comfortable. And actually the color combination with the gray Cobra inlay with a gray backstrap, kind of accents the gray frame on the tactical sport, which I like. So this is my Shadow 2 with my Cobra Commander themed palm swell LOK grips with the Cobra inlays and color fill backstrap. You can actually see that they are palm swells, but they do not have the little hump at the top like I showed you on my CZ Tactical Sports. They're a little bit different than the CZ 75 palm swells, I think is what they're called, in that, these have a lower profile at the top. And I actually like these on the Shadow 2 because this is a double action, single action pistol, and the grip profile is a little bit different than the Tactical Sports. So by not having that little hump at the top, it actually gives a little better reach on the double action trigger. Whereas I think on the Tactical Sports, I think having that little hump on top feels better for single action only. Cobra!
Yeah, don't ask. Don't ask. Yeah, I know.
That's just the thing?
It just, it is.
So this is my Tactical Sports Orange, again with the CZ 75 palm swell style grips. You can see it has that little hump on top, unlike the Shadow 2. I just feel that the palm swell with the hump on top is a little bit better profile for getting the trigger where my finger on the trigger where I want it. So I originally did have some brass aggressive grips, Shadow 2 style grips cut short for the magwell on this pistol. And after a match or two, I kind of went back to these grips because I just like the way this hump feels over the Shadow 2 style profile on the Tactical Sports and Tactical Sports Orange. But you can also see the cool color fill on the backstrap, and the color inlay matches my nice thumb rest there and kind of gives it a cool accent piece for Cobra. So this is my Crimson Guard themed Beretta Elite Brigadier. It has the Cobra insignia, which is not color filled. They could not color fill the Beretta grips. I asked if they could customize that for me, and I think they said the grips were too thin to be able to do that. So I just got these like this, and this is their Mayhem Style texturing, which I think is the only grips that I have in this texturing. It actually is a little bit aggressive. It's not kind of standardized like their checkering is, but it does feel very, very grippy and aggressive. And you can see that it is kind of palm swelled. It's not thin in the middle, so it does fill out the hand on both sides. So these Beretta grips are, different and cool, and they are obviously Cobra. So these are my brass aggressive Cobra grips from LOK Grips. These are palm swelled as well. LOK Grips makes 3 different ones. They have a smooth, texture, a medium checkered texture, and this is their most aggressive texture. The most aggressive texture is like the texturing on the front and back strap of the Shadow 2, as well as if you get their G10 checkered grips, which is what I normally use for everything. It has a very, very similar feel. I actually did try their mild checkering or their medium checkering one, and I didn't like it as much. I felt it was a little bit too slippery. That's the one thing I don't like about aluminum grips usually, is that they're very, very slippery, like the stock Shadow 2 grips. I like things that are very, very grippy, and I also like palm swells, so these fit the bill for everything I'm looking for. Plus they have the Cobra insignia, which is who I am. I am the Coyled Cobra in USPSA. Cobra!
Was this big time wrestling or what?
Something like that.
It's this guy.
So yeah, these things are very, very cool, very, very sharp looking. I think I was actually the first person to get a pair of these. I actually requested to see if they can do it, and then kind of held off, and then they actually sent me these when I ordered a regular pair of aggressive grips. So thank you, Blake, and everyone at LOK Grips for that, because you know, I love Cobra, and I order a lot of Cobra stuff from them, and people always ask me where to get my Cobra stuff. So yes, LOK Grips is the way to go and where to get these things. So the weight of the grips are around 9 ounces. In April of 2020, USPSA did up the maximum weight allowance for USPSA production and carry optics division, which is why brass grips are becoming so popular, because it does not put these classification of pistols over the maximum weight allowance.
Nice.
So the main benefit of using brass grips over G10 grips is by adding 9 extra ounces of weight to the base of the pistol, or the gripping area of the pistol, it actually reduces the felt recoil. So as the slide is reciprocating back and forth, it actually will feel a lot softer because you have more weight to absorb the recoil in the base of the pistol where you're holding it. So those are some of the Cobra grips that I have to maybe give you some inspiration for some Cobra grips that you've been looking for. If you email Blake or anyone else at LOK Grips to get some customized grips, not just Cobra grips, please let them know that you've seen my video. And if you order directly from their website, you can use my code, which is COBRA, with an exclamation point, and that will save yourself 10% off, as well as let them know that the Coiled Cobra sent you their way. If you haven't already, please take the time to hit that little red button right there below to like and subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And until next time, I will see you all then.